Good evening, visitors, and welcome to the Australian War Memorial's Last Post ceremony. My name is Sharon Bown, and joining us this evening from the Australian Army is Colonel Frank Colley. We welcome the veterans who have served, those that are still serving, and the families who love and support them. We acknowledge the members of RSL and Services Clubs Association, RSL Victoria and RSL Queensland, who are watching the broadcast of this ceremony across Australia. During this evening's ceremony, wreaths will be laid at the base of the pool of reflection by visitors to the memorial. If you are able, would you please stand and join in singing the national anthem? Please be seated. The Australian War Memorial was the vision of Charles Bean, Australia's First World War official historian. Bean landed with the Australian troops on Gallipoli and stayed with them at the front through to the end of the war. The idea of this national memorial and museum came to him at Pozières, France, in the depths of the bloody fighting of 1916. Bean's idea was that this would be a place where families and friends could mourn loved ones buried in faraway places. It would also be a place that could help all Australians understand what these men and women had endured and what they had done for us. Bean's vision, to which we remain true, is best expressed as inscribed in the entrance to the memorial's galleries. Here is their spirit, in the heart of the land they loved, and here we guard the record which they themselves made. Tonight we will read the story behind just one of those on the Roll of Honour, which lists the names of more than 102,000 men and women who have given their lives for us in war and on operations for more than a century. But first, we present a lament, Flowers of the Forest. Wreaths and floral tributes will now be laid at the base of the pool of reflection.
Today, we remember and pay tribute to leading aircraftman Colin Shortland Molony. Colin Molony was born on the 10th of December 1924, the son of Gordon and Matilda Molony. Colin's father had a bakery on Main Street in Turoe, a small town in South Australia, about 200 kilometres north of Adelaide. The family were an established part of the local community and were well known in the area. Colin attended Turoe Public School until he turned 15, at which point he found work as a post office employee. In December 1942, Colin Molony applied to become a telegraphist in the Royal Australian Air Force. He was called up the following year, enlisting on the 16th of March at the age of 18. Taken on as a trainee telegraphist, he attended signal school at Point Cook in April, and then a telegraphist course in October 1943. In December, he was posted to 12 Signals Unit, which was located at Townsville. In February 1944, he was posted to Port Moresby on the south coast of New Guinea, and a few months later to the Allied Air Base at Milne Bay. The New Guinea campaign, which had begun with Japan's invasion of the Australian-administered territories of the New Guinea Mandate in January 1942, had by then entered its second phase. Australian and US forces took on the gruelling task of attempting to clear the region of Japanese troops, while enduring inhospitable conditions and rampant disease. In June 1944, Molony was posted to 15 Wireless Telegraphy Station at Nadzab, a village located on the Erap River, about 40 kilometres northwest of Lae. Nadzab by then had become the major Allied airbase in New Guinea, with 4 all-weather airfields. On the 19th of September, Colin Molony drowned while swimming in the sea at Salamoa, a small town on the northeastern coast near Lae. He was 19 years old. Today, his remains lie buried in the Lae War Cemetery under the inscription chosen by his grieving family: "Ever remembered." His name is listed on the Roll of Honour on my left, among almost 40,000 Australians who died while serving in the Second World War. This is but one of the many stories of service and sacrifice told here at the Australian War Memorial. We now remember leading aircraftsman Colin Shortland Molony, who gave his life for us, for our freedoms, and in the hope of a better world.
Please stand for the reading of the Ode and the sounding of the last post.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
lest we forget.
Lest we forget. We leave you this evening with the words of the memorial's founder, Charles Bean. Many a man lying out there at Poziere or in the low scrub at Gallipoli, with his poor, tired senses barely working through the fever of his brain, has thought in his last moments, well, it's over. But in Australia, they will be proud of this. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, that concludes the last post ceremony. We thank you all for visiting the Australian War Memorial, and we wish you all a very good evening. Thank you.